take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life.
Music plays a huge role in Scrubs.
Billy integrates music and he uses it like the directors use the camera as another character.
What do we do?
Tell her not to go.
How are we going to make a show that a lot of the comedy comes from broad, silly jokes?
Got to pay back. Revenge.
Switch gears on a dime and suddenly be dramatic.
Listen, do me a favor. Don't try to overdo it with these guys, all right? Just be you.
What we found is we were able to make that transition quickly if we chose the right song.
I'm dressed all in blue, and I'm remembering you and the dress you wore.
Our favorite thing to do here, even though we sometimes highlight older music, you know, for comedic effect,
I've been really trying, baby.
is to find either something that just people missed, or a band that just hasn't popped but should have, or a guy like Colin Hay, who was one of the biggest rock and roll stars, and bring him back in front of people, and that was really fun. But Colin is a huge friend of the show, and we've used his music a ton.
I can get to sleep. I think about the implication.
What?
Of diving in too deep. And possibly the complications.
That's the Land Down Under guy. I had no idea that he was such a great songwriter.
For a while, he became like our resident troubadour.
One of the most unique scenes that I think we ever shot was with Colin Hay.
I think that's one of the coolest things they do is bring in, you know, sort of break that fourth wall, and all of a sudden Colin Hay will be standing on the street playing the guitar, just follow Zach and keep playing, and it's fantastic.
The entire cold open was Colin Hay singing. It was all a visual story. It was very cinematic. And it went on for something like 3 minutes.
I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of
I remember that the network didn't want to do it because no show, no comedy had ever had such a unique opening, and they just didn't want to take a chance of losing viewers. But it was actually one of the best openings to a comedy that we've ever done.
Come back another day.
That'll do it. We thought it would be occasionally funny to have an a cappella band roam in the halls of the hospitals singing stuff and being a narrative instead of having to use, you know, music cues that people have heard 1,000 times before.
Ooh,
We went to the Scrubs Christmas party and we sang the Superman theme by John Williams from the movie Superman with original lyrics by Paul.
And it's absolutely fantastic.
They wanted to put that song on the show, but they wouldn't release the rights.
He could, you know, he probably can't legally do it.
But maybe we could do a little bit of it now. I know it would probably be bleeped because you couldn't get the rights for it, so we'll just take care of that now.
All right, let's do it.
Ready?
Let's try it.
It was so funny that watching them, we basically came up with an episode based on it, you know, perceiving Dr. Cox as a Superman. And, said we got to have Sam's a cappella band singing this and narrating the end of the show with it. And then we tried to hit up John Williams and get permission to do this, and we got a no, so we had to switch to Underdog at the last second.
Best thing about them was when they did Charles in Charge.
The new boy in the neighborhood lives downstairs and it's understood.
Who thinks of shit like that? Who says, yo, you know what we're gonna do? I've got a great idea. Let's do the Charles in Charge theme.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights.
Who thinks of stuff like that?
Bill loves Ted's band. For a while, it was like it was like Ted's band and the others. It was like Ted's band and the rest of the cast of Scrubs. They were like taking over the show for a couple episodes.
Ted,
You guys suck.
boing flip.
One of my favorite episodes is where a fantastic actress, Jill Hobart, she plays this woman who's dying.
I'm not afraid of death. I mean, if I got a heart, that would be great.
And Zach's character says to her,
"What do you think death is like?"
I really hope it's like a big Broadway musical.
and when she dies, they have this beautiful musical scene, and she's the star of this musical, and she's got an incredible singing voice, as does the rest of the cast. Like, everybody can really sing.
My real life to begin. Don't you understand? I already have a plan. I'm waiting for my real life to begin.
Myself, absolutely not included.
Chad Fisher, because not only is he the producer of like Colin Hay and Carey Brothers and a lot of musical acts we've used on the show, but his band Laszlo Bain composed the theme song.
Right around the time we were doing the pilot, I was like listening to the words, and I was like, this would be such an awesome theme song for Scrubs, because it really is what the show, at least the pilot, was about. I'm no Superman. I can't do all this on my own. I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need my friends. I pitched it to Bill and said, I think this would be really cool, and they went and got it. Very few people have heard the full song, and when you watch Scrubs, you just hear like the "I'm no Superman."
I can't do this all my life. No, I know I'm no Superman. I'm no Superman.